YouTube community, Prowler0308 here, coming at you from Boomtown, USA. Just want to do another quick video. I got a bunch of my parts and whatnot that I had ordered in, and I just wanted to kind of do a haul video for you. As you can see, it's going to be a chilly one the next couple of days, so good time to stay inside and model. We're looking at by Friday minus 27 below zero Fahrenheit. That's before wind chill. They're talking 35, 40 below with wind chill, so it's going to be a cold one. Anyway, like I said in a couple of my previous videos, I live in Williston, North Dakota, Boomtown, USA, where the oil boom's going on right now. And as such, there is really nothing to speak of for local hobby stores and or places to buy supplies. So I have to pretty much order everything offline. The closest thing I could find here to any type of modeling gear was at Walmart. They had a couple bottles of paint, a few kits there, but you know, it's pretty slim pickings, as I said before. So I went shopping the other night. So let me show you what I got. Now, some of this stuff you guys have already seen. I showed you in some previous videos. Obviously, the Dark World Creations. I got their upgrade kit for the Shelby Mustang. I showed you that in my parts list for my zombie build. I got that. I got obviously I got the zombie or the Shelby Mustang upgrade kit from Dark World Creations. Great job packaging. It actually showed up the quickest on everything I ordered, and that came all the way from England, so pretty impressed with that. This is the Gibson engine 427 side oiler race engine that I'm going to put into that build. This one I got from Detail Master. I know Chevy Cheeseburger had some problems with Detail Master in the past. I've ordered from them a few times now, and I haven't had any issues, so you know, hopefully they've got their stuff fixed up. But looking forward to building this engine. I think it's going to be super detailed, and it's going to be pretty killer in that build. The next thing that I got was I ordered some paints. You've heard me talk about scalefinishes.com. I really enjoy their paint. So I went on a buying binge here. I bought some flat black, semi-gloss black, and then I went on to get some pretty funky colors. They do a great job of stock colors, and I wanted to do a sublime green car. I've wanted a Dodge, 70s Dodge muscle car since I was a kid. It didn't matter whether it was a Challenger or Charger or, you know, a Roadrunner or anything, but I always loved their bright colors, you know, the Pink Panther pink, the sublime green, plum crazy purple, all that kind of stuff. So I actually ordered a couple bottles of this because I've got a plan for a kit down the road that I want to do, and I'm going to do it in the sublime green. I also got Ford Raven Black. Actually, this was before I decided to do the zombie build, and I actually did a little bit of research online and discovered that the GT350 Hearse editions came in Raven Black with the Hearse Gold stripes. So that was originally what this is going to be for. I have an idea with my 06. I might use this color on that and do like a Pro Street version. I'm still thinking about it, but I'll set that one off to the side, use that later. I got this Viper Blue. I just really like the color. Obviously, it's not mixed up all the way. I'd have to do some mixing and whatnot. As you saw, the temperatures are really cold here, so this stuff showed up in the mail yesterday, and you know, it's been cold. So I got it inside, getting it warmed up, and then I'll get it shook up really good. But yeah, this should be a pretty cool color on something. I also got some more gloss black because I needed it, and then I got, as I was showing in one of my other videos that I did, I bought a couple of the Jägermeister Tamiya kits. I got the Porsche and the BMW, so I bought myself some Jägermeister orange to do as a base coat on those, which I'm seriously considering working on that Porsche here pretty soon. So anyway, that's why I bought that. So those are the Scale Model Finishes colors that I purchased. So I got that box in, and the same day that I got that box, I got another box. Now I get most of my other supplies and kits from, and I'm sure some of you guys have heard of these guys, scalehobbyist.com. Awesome selection of kits. They carry both, domestic for here in the States, your Revels, your AMTs, so forth. But they also carry Tamiya, Aoshima, tons of military stuff. You name it, they've got it. They also carry a lot of other supplies, which is where I've gotten most of my tools, equipment, and paint, etc. But anyway, I read an article recently in one of the Scale model magazines, and they were discussing the use of Alclad. On top of that, I've been watching a lot of videos, and I see a lot of you guys use this Alclad. So I kind of went out and bought a couple different things of Alclad. I decided to try a different primer that I can shoot through my airbrush, since I had such good luck with shooting that body on the Challenger. To try to keep a more even paint coat on there. I got some of the white primer microfiller. I also purchased the gray primer microfiller. I got some of their matte clear coat. And then I also bought gloss black base. And the reason I bought that gloss black base is I can't remember whose video I was watching the other day, but one of you guys posted a video of doing realistic looking exhaust systems. And what was suggested, and I think this was Scale Model Addict that put this on, I can't remember, but what he said is you want to put down the gloss black base first, and then, let me get these opened up here. Along with that, you can spray over the top your other colors. So we had the hot metal sepia, we got the hot metal violet, also picked up the hot metal blue, and then we just went with some basic other colors like stainless steel, magnesium, exhaust manifold, and I got some aluminum. And in this package I also had bought, because I didn't have any just straight black, so I got some Tamiya straight black acrylic, and I got a spray can, and this is before I kind of decided that I needed to just stick with the airbrush, so I'll probably use this on something or let my son use it on one of his models, but a can of the metallic black spray from Tamiya as well. So that's what I received from the first package from ScaleModels.com. Clear this off here real quick. Get that out of the way. And then you guys kind of saw this other package that I received. This came from B&L Resins. Guys, if you haven't checked these guys out, I strongly recommend it that you do. BNLResins.com. Awesome company. They do great parts, and they are also super customer service. So this is what I originally picked out, and I'm still tossing around the idea. I know I showed a couple of you guys the wheels and tires that I picked out for this, and I'm still trying to figure out a way. I think it would be so killer to put, these like Super Swamper style tires on these Bronco rims on that Mustang. If I can figure out how to do a chassis for that, I think I want to lean that way. I think it'd just be killer to have a Mustang body sitting up high. So I'm going to try to work that. But anyway, this is the stuff that I bought from B&L Resins. He had been on vacation, but he came back early. I've been watching his website, and as soon as he got back into town, I went ahead and ordered this stuff up. And he even sent me a spare tire, which I thought was pretty killer because the package, was only supposed to be with 4. So I got the tires, I got the rims, the wagon wheel Bronco rims. I got the wheel backs and spacers. I got that 4-speed transmission, Ford transmission, and I also got the KC headlights and light bar. In addition, I also ordered, and this will give you guys a kind of idea what I'm thinking for the body. I also ordered a set of his decals. Now I'm not going to use, this is made for a Jeep Poncho, but what I'm thinking about using is possibly if I end up doing a diorama or something of that nature, probably a couple of these signs, which I thought were pretty cool the way they were done. But I plan on using, as you can see, he's got a couple, obviously the big skull and crossbones will go on the hood of the car, and then probably on the doors, or maybe as a, you know, whack this mini zombie type thing, like they did on the old World War II aircraft, the fighters and whatnot, and even in the modern day stuff, like when I was involved with the Prowlers, you know, if they had a successful Prowler harm strike, that they would put a harm missile on the side of the jet, etc. So, you know, I might do something like that on there. But what really caught me was the main skull and crossbones, and I just thought these signs were just killer. I like the way they look. You know, it totally reminds me of an apocalyptic, you know, end of the world type of thing, or something you'd find in the backwoods where I grew up at in Montana. But anyway, some cool stuff. So I got that. And that all came from B&O Resins. Again, outstanding job packaging. They actually had more packing material in here, marked fragile. This was the second box that I received. I actually got this on, I think, Monday, along with the Dark World Creation stuff, which I just thought was cool. And finally, the last thing I got from Scale Hobbyist is, well, actually I got a couple other packages. I'll show you those in a minute. But I got this box in. And the reason I got this is, you know, as my name implies, Prowler was derived from what I worked on in the military. And that's that aircraft right there, the A6B Prowler. I've been wanting to do an aircraft, and this one in particular, just for the simple fact that that's what I worked on. So this should be a pretty fun kit. The only thing, you know, even though I opened it up and checked out the decal sheet, super, super cool, but I did not serve in those commands, although I do remember them from being at stationed at Whidbey Island. I'm just not going to use those right now. So what I did is I just wanted to do this something special. This is for me. This is, you know, built from my heart because of that's the aircraft that I worked on in the Navy for 8 years. So along with that, I got some of the Edwards detail parts. I don't know if you can really see that with my lighting's pretty poor in here, unless I'm working up close on something. But anyway, this is the cockpit self-adhesive photo etch that's already colored. Then I've got the ejection seats, and I really wanted to get this because that was my rate in the Navy. I was an AME, so I worked on environmental systems, environmental control systems, and my main job was ejection seats. So the Martin Baker Grew 7 seats in here, I really wanted to detail up and look like what I worked on in the Navy. So I got that. I've got the exterior kit, you know, which is going to cover a lot of the exterior components. There's the turtle back areas, it looks like, you know, a lot of the equipment for the pods and things like that. So that should be pretty cool. And then I also got the undercarriage, which is going to cover basically the whole under portion of the body, the gear doors and all that kind of stuff. So got that. And then because I served in VAQ 132, which we were the Scorpions, I actually went online to eBay and I picked out a couple decal sets. The first one, I'll get this out here without too much of an issue, is right here. And this is the microscale decal set. This is what we would call the keg bird. That's the bird that would have all the color. Now I wanted a specific style, which is a lot like what you've seen on my opening videos with the big scorpion tail on the back. However, I couldn't find it. This is actually the style that was on the tail. There's the rooks right there. This was the style on the tail of the aircraft right when I got into the squadron. And then shortly after that, you know, we changed the design a little bit. So I might go with this one, which would be the keg style, or the aircraft, which is usually, you know, the aircraft that's dedicated to the carrier air group commander. And that's always typically in color and bright and so forth. Or the other one that I got, which this one was also just prior to me coming in, is the low visibility set, which this one actually doesn't have the Scorpion on it, but it has, you know, the designations for VAQ-132, the carrier air group that was in, and then obviously all the intakes or everything were painted just a little bit darker gray than the aircraft itself. So anyway, so that's my haul. Pretty excited about it. Obviously I've got a lot of stuff to work on now, and I'm just, you know, looking forward to getting some building done, especially with how cold it's going to be. Luckily for me, for my painting, I have a semi-heated garage that I can use. You know, it stays, probably about high 50s, low 60s in there. The furnace is actually ducted out to the garage, and it's insulated, so I should be able to shoot paint in there no problem. You know, obviously the only thing I'm worried about is the moisture in the air with the snow and everything. However, it's pretty much up here. There's a lot of moisture anyway. So I mean, I've had mostly good luck, with the exception of what you saw in the car. But I think that was more my prep and not the actual painting, where I had the paint chips and so forth. So anyway, so I plan on starting this model. I'm going to take my time on this. This is probably going to take me a good, you know, 6 months, 8 months probably to complete this kit. So it's something I'll probably work on for a while, put away, work on, put away, so on and so forth. So anyway, that's the haul, guys. Good luck to y'all, and I hope you enjoy your evening. Thanks. Bye.